Hello everyone, True here. I'm going to show you another farming trick, you can say. It's not really a place or a method, it's just really simple. And to honestly, in my opinion, I don't think a lot of people know about it. Now, if you notice, I am in Halfhill, alright? And it's a really simple trick, okay? Reputation, where's it at? I'm Exalted to Tillers. But you only need to be revered. And the reason you need to be revered is this.
Looking to buy?
And the trick involves your farm, which makes this a real farming thing, but Enigma seeds. That's your big thing right here, is the Enigma seeds. Ideally, you want to buy the bag of Enigma seeds, so you can mass plant. I'll show you that in a second. Now you see here, I planted these yesterday. I have a bunch of herbs ready to be picked. Now, it doesn't look like much, it's just 8 herbs. Multiple from each actual gathering, as you can see. This is more of a time thing. It's a little time consuming. But I'll show you. I'm going to do this on a few characters. And just really show how much time it takes. I mean... And it's really... I'm trying to think. The best way to describe it. It's just a little time consuming. It's honestly not hard. I mean... Usually if I'm doing this, I got the TV going next to me. And I'm just watching TV while doing this. I guess mechanically or cruise controlling it. Real easy. And actually, since these are tunes I'm not actively playing, I actually had the farming things on my action bars just to make it simple. Come back here, farm this. They've added some nice sound effects. Actually, you should notice the sound should be sounding better right now. I've been tweaking with the sound. I'm hoping it does sound a lot better. Ideally, you should hear all the music and everything. But back to what we're doing. Alright, what we're doing is we're farming. I'm laughing at a fairly good amount. Think about how I'm saying we're farming. And this is, honestly, I've made a lot of money in gold in-game from doing this. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. But we'll go in detail as we actually look at some numbers. And I show you actually all the numbers and everything you get from this. I just want to take note how long this is taking me. Now, honestly, I am not trying to go fast about it. I'm going decent speed. I mean, I'm not trying to rush it. I'm just doing it. I mean, y'all guys sit here and watch me farm. That's fine. I mean, if you want to listen to me talk, that's fine too. Or I'll probably put a skip mark, a little pop-up in the corner somewhere and tell you where you can skip to see the end results. Yeah, that's all I'll do. Just to make it fair to you guys. But I don't think y'all will watch me do this too long, but even though, I mean, if you really want to get the time concept of it, you might as well. Oh, I hate these two. I hate these two. Alright, gotta pound on the button. Button mash. It reminds me when I played a rogue. Gotta do that freaking Sinister Strike spam.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. I can't
Spam.
I can't cast that yet.
Gotta button mash more.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast
Alright.
that yet.
That's one farm done. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure they're all done. Yep. Growing. That didn't take too long. And if you look at the herbs I got, not huge stacks. Not a huge amount, alright? Here's what I do. True Hills, that's one of the tunes I'm leveling, but right now, since I'm not actively leveling it, it's a bank tune. So I'm going to mod that to True Hills. And now, the easy part. Log out. Y'all get to see my characters, don't judge. Shaman. And now I log on to my next character. I'm only going to be doing this on 6 characters, and once again, you don't have to watch the whole thing. But I'm going to tell a little story about this, alright? I do this method in weekly intervals. And when I say weekly intervals, I mean just that. Like, I don't even know where I got 15 gold notes on my shaman from, but there they are. Alright, so let's see here. And it's a little random. I mean, you can't depend everything on the results we get. I gotta remember to take those 15 gold lows on my total accounts. I'm just not going to mail them to my actual bank too. Just so I can show you the actual total amount we have at the end of the week. Because that's what's important. That is the end amount at the end of the week. Cool little thing I did there, huh? Yeah, you ever see a Ghost Wolf Tiller? Yep, you have now. Yep. Yeah. That's a pretty cool trick my shaman can do, huh? My Ghost Wolf Tillers. But that's beyond the point, alright? I would do this in weekly intervals, and at the end of the week, I would sell them. Now, herbs are still used, even throughout the day. I mean, even this part of the expansion, herbs are constantly used. But the amount of raid teams there are out there, only probably 50%, if not less than, probably maybe only 30% of raiders actually spend the time to farm their herbs for their flask. And some people actually use herbs for the gems. Using herbs to make your gems is probably still one of the smarter ways to do it. I believe that's an alchemy thing. Let me double... Yeah, it's an alchemy thing. I'll show you. See, alchemy, it's a trained position. See? Yeah, of golden loaves. Mix that. So that's how you make... A lot of people make their gems and stuff, too. Alright? Neat little thing. Herbing is key to at least 2 professions that are required for raids. And that's gems and flask. Alright? Now, that's why herbing is always, throughout the expansion, a way to make money. Don't anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, well, actually, if someone makes a crap ton more money than I do, listen to them. I don't have a ton of gold. I've just started getting back into wanting to make gold, and I figured I'd share any tricks I know with you guys. I mean, we all want to make gold. It sucks to be poor in game. There we go. Noobs somewhere. I don't even care about these birds. They're all growing? Alright, you birds are gonna die. Yeah, I popped descendants on birds. What about it? I ain't got time to mess with birds. I hate birds. Let's see here. And they're all growing. Alright. But I would do this on a weekly basis. I gotta separate the stack. Because remember I said I already have 15 on start. I don't want to include those in my final count. I don't want to talk to you.
I have many wares.
Send to True Hills. Alright. Send. Awesome. Now, I could also sell these little things too. These add up in gold. It's not huge, but if you do it every day, and you're getting probably 15 to 20 plus per week a character, that's still 20-something gold probably, if not more. That's not a huge amount. That's not where the gold is. Alright? The point of this farming method is the convenience and the ease. You don't need to be paying attention to be doing this. You be talking, having a conversation, like I am definitely not paying attention to anything I'm really doing. Well, I sort of am, because I don't want to look stupid. Yeah, I want to do it as quick as possible. At the same time, it's probably... I mean... So I am doing it somewhat paying attention. Oh! This tune ain't even doing it. So I'm actually just going to fly off. This tune's not even ready to be doing it yet. I'm not exalted on that tune yet. That's something later. That's later talk. It's important to be exalted on the tune. It makes it a lot more... what's the word I'm looking for? You need to be exalted, because you get all 4 spots, and it makes it more worthwhile to do. And honestly, it doesn't take too long. Mage, I just never worked on it, because I never cared to. Alright, Rogue's exalted. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rogue's exalted. There we go. Da-da-da. Rogue things. Picking herbs. I think that I saved all of Azeroth by fighting off Deathwing from destroying it. Got legendary daggers. Don't blame me. There they are right here. Just to work at a farm for a fat panda. Alright, but like I was saying, I do this on a weekly basis. I've started this conversation a few times and I lost my train of thought. I do this on a weekly basis, and that would be my... It was actually my only income, to be honest, was doing this. And to make a long story short, let's just say I made around 10 to 15k gold a week by doing this on probably, I think, 8 characters every week. That's a lot of gold, honestly. And I mean, it's all take me too long to do this. I mean, if you just sat here and did it, I mean, I've sat here and watched TV, had conversations at the same time I'm doing it. Really not too bad. It's pretty easy, actually. I mean, the bags they put in made it a lot easier. Lot of time consuming. That's a neat little thing you can do too. Abilities like Shadow Step, Sprint, Ghost Wolf, all speed this up. So I'm actually going to wait for Shadow Step to be back up before I jump and grab that one. It's a decent amount of gold you can make with this, because herbs always sell. And me, I won't lie, I'm horrible at auction house. I actually would pay someone to do the auctions for me. And actually, I'd recommend that to anyone. If you're bad at the auction house, just admit it. Don't try to be good. If you're bad at it, you're bad at it. Get a trusted friend. In my case, it was one of my fellow raiders. He was awesome at the auction house. I've seen him in trade chat selling stuff. He's like, hey, selling stacks of herbs. I'm like, hey, you don't need to do that. You just auction house. He's like, no, you'll make more. We'll get more money off this. I gave him 1% of it, and that's how I would pay him for it. I mean, so honestly, from what numbers I just told you, was minus the percents that he actually would take from it. So I don't know how much he took from it. I mean, I don't even know if he took actually any farm from it. I hope he did. He's a real nice guy. But if you're lucky enough to have someone that you know is good at the auction house, give them % to cut and ask them to sell it for you. It's a lot easier if you're bad at it. Like I said, if you're bad at the auction house, you're bad at the auction house. I'm bad at the auction house. So, oop, I didn't even send that one. So I'm not going to pretend I'm good at it. Alright, let's see here. We should almost be done now. How many characters we do? We did it on 3. You know what? We're just going to call it right there. We did it on 3 characters, right? So we're going to go on my paladin. My baby paladin. Let's see what we got. This is 3 characters. Now, let's see what we got here. My baby paladin is in Undercity. It's best horde city. Next to Silverman, of course. Alright. Okay. So, this is 3 characters, 1 day. Let's go ahead and add up all these stacks. I'm going to spread it out so we can actually see what we got here. Now, this is just from 1 day. As I was saying. And I honestly, I have more that I've done over the week, but this is from 1 day of farming. Let's actually go see what some of these prices are. This is 3 characters. That's the important part, is remember, this is on 3 characters. Alright. So, 3 characters, 12 golden lotus. They're selling for 45 gold a stack. So we'll say 40 gold per golden lotus. That right there is 480 gold. Alright? Silkweed. Really cheap. 19 gold a stack. So that's not even, let's say that's 10 gold. That's 490 gold. Snow Lily. None on the auction house. Meaning, honestly, we can make the prices. And say 12 for 28 gold, so we'll say 10. We can make it down to 10 for 25. We say 50 gold a stack. So this is another 100 gold right here. So that makes it up to what, like 590? Fool's cap. We could honestly probably, what I would end up doing is buying out these low ones like these. I'm actually just going to do it right now. I say I'm not good at auction house, but there's some things I do that are smart. Buy out the 2 low costing 20 stacks. Alright. Then I'll repost it for probably 30 gold stack. So we'll say 30 gold stack just to be safe. So well, we'll make that 45 gold right there. So what's that, like 630? Rain Poppy. Once again, we'll say 20 gold. No, we'll say 15 gold. So that's 645. Green tea leaf. Not too bad on price. So we'll say this is 12 gold. We'll say close to 650 gold. Made on 3 characters. This is just 3 characters. And honestly, it doesn't take that long. And you don't need to pay attention to do it, that's probably the key part here too. It doesn't take long. You don't need to be paying attention to do it. So add that up. So say 630 times 7. I might alt tab real quick to a calculator. I mean, I'm okay at math, but I'm not that okay. So we're gonna get math. I'm gonna do a calculator. 630 times 7 equals, that's 4,400 gold. 4,400 gold from what? 10-15 minutes a day? I mean, honestly, once you get flow into it, you don't even need to be playing to actually do that stuff. You can honestly just completely zone out, and it's so easy. It honestly is. I mean, I want to pull out some other stuff I have. I mean, there's all stacks I already got from yesterday. I've just started doing this a day or so ago. So I'm not even doing all my characters that I have. I mean, let's look at the Golden Lotus alone. Let's just look at the Golden Lotus alone for 40 gold. Was it 40 gold they were selling for? Yeah, just about 40 gold. So 40. That's that right there. I have a total of 50 Golden Lotus for about 2 days. I don't think I got them somewhere else. I don't know. That seems a little weird from 2 days. Maybe 3 days of farming. I don't know. But still, the point is this. Golden Lotus could be your main money maker. You not only, and you supply your own raid flask too. I mean, by all means, you can make your own raid flask, still have enough to sell. And I think you could probably still average, depending on how many characters you have farming. Optimally, you have freaking a whole 11 characters farming. If you have 11 90s, all exalted with freaking the tillers, you have 11 characters doing it. That might take a little closer to probably 45 minutes to an hour to do. But the amount of gold you'd get from it would be really big. And considering herbs are always selling, I mean, there is no snow lily at all in the auction house. But, I mean, I'll say this is a medium to low pop server. So, on higher pop servers, it might be a little different. But, I mean, that's all I want to talk about. This is a short little tip. I definitely dragged on talking about it a lot more than I planned on, but I hope you all enjoyed the little info I give you. I mean, I imagine people talked about it before, but I hope it helps. This is current as of today's date when I released this video, 2014-01, 06. Latest patch. To my knowledge, it's still current. Like I said, herbing always makes money. Herbs always sell. That's just about it for now. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, if you make gold from this little method, give me a favorite or a upvote or whatever it is. If you disagree with me, you're more than welcome to give me a downvote. Or if you think it's stupid, tell me why. Put it in a comment. Correct me. I'm all willing to learn. Let's all work together. But I'm going to end the video here. Thanks to anyone who watched. Sorry about dragging on a little bit. Sorry it took a little longer to get the point across, but I want to make sure I showed you the time it takes for characters to do. And it gets faster. I mean, honestly, I could have just zoomed through it and freaking did everything I wanted to. I mean, I went at a mild pace. I probably could have done it faster. And once you do it a lot, you get faster too. So, I'll probably make a new gold video within the next couple of weeks, see what else I can learn, find out. Little things I can do to try to help you all make some gold. But, until then, later.